We heard of a comedian that came to LA, and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television. What do you think a plant is?
Bro, come on, Katt, bro. Don't do this, man. You accusing Kevin Hart of being an industry plant? What it ain't. What it is, my folks, my good people. We discussing a very important topic today. Now, Mr. Katt Williams has been trending for about almost a week now, bro. Almost a week. Kind of late to this topic. But I've been seeing it all over the place, so I had to give my reaction. What kind of reaction channel would I be without putting in my 2 cents on this whole situation? From what I know, Katt Williams has been calling out a lot of the major black names that we know of. Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart. Who else, man? Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart, Diddy, all these people. Here we have R. Kelly, Michael Jackson getting into it too. So, I mean, hey, what's going on? What's really going on, bro? Before we even get into it, go ahead and like the video, go ahead and comment, subscribe. Do those 3 things for your boy. Man, watch the full video. Why not watch it? We gonna dissect this little clip right here. It's only 15 minutes, 14 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We chilling today, y'all. It's a chill time.
24. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit.
Here what?
I'm getting on there.
He already starting off crazy.
After that, I don't
this the
really
beginning?
kind of know where to go. Let me, one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
oh,
I was gonna ask you that.
Because in
Is Katt Williams considered blackballed? Well, I guess when you think about how prominent he was in the early 2000s to like, I guess probably like 2015 in that range, he kind of fell off. Well, not fell off, but he's not as popular or as talked about as he once was. So I guess saying falling off is kind of like not the right term, not the right way to put it, but it can be in a sense. You know what I'm saying? But that man's funny as hell, bro.
30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain.
Hey, bro, you know what's funny? When you got a lot of information on people, especially public figures, like the Steve Harveys and the Kevin Harts, all the top comedians that he talked about in his interview, you become a dangerous person, which is why people kind of push you away from them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on between these comedians, but I do know that there has to be some truth here because so far ain't nobody really denounced what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? They kind of try to like shrug him off like, oh, he's a crazy dude, but...
Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing.
For those of y'all that don't know who Money Mike is a character in the movie Friday After Next, which was produced by Ice Cube. Basically like a little hood flick, you know what I'm saying? If you haven't watched it and you black, no, I ain't gonna do that. If you haven't watched that video, you need to watch it right. If you haven't watched that movie, you need to watch it right now. But I'm gonna show y'all what Friday After Next was, what Money Mike was in Friday After Next. Money Mike. So Money Mike was supposed to be a pimp. Now, from what we know of Katt Williams, he's a pimp, right? Pimp Chronicles, man, literally has a whole special. So why would they even consider Ricky Smiley for that role? I don't know. But I mean, he perfected it, bro. You need to watch that movie. That movie is funny as hell.
I told him to go get the Prowler.
His character
I
took
then
over.
told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But I
no
didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a
heard.
lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. Like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or have ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story.
What?
Steve Harvey was never homeless.
Bro. Nah, you ain't about to do Steve like that, bro. We can't tolerate Steve slander because he literally got a whole video. See, I look at Steve Harvey for motivational reasons, right? He's basically calling Steve Harvey a fraud and saying that that's his story. That's not Steve Harvey's story. That's Katt Williams' story. Steve Harvey wasn't really homeless, bro. Am I tripping? Or let me know in the comment section if you knew if Steve Harvey wasn't really homeless. I gotta continue to hear what he's saying because he's talking crazy.
That's my story. That's not his
He
story.
talking crazy.
Steve Harvey was never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing when he said that, bro. I got my wife to think, Steve been married about 4 or 5 times, bro. He has been married a lot. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Steve for bigging up his wife and helping him and whatnot, but which one you talking about? All of them help you? All 3 of them?
They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like
that.
That
is kind of crazy, though,
Like,
bro.
what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory in 50.
So, okay. I know he has beef with these 2 people, but I feel like Tiffany Haddish be catching strays from Katt Williams, bro. I don't know what Tiffany Haddish did to Katt Williams. I remember watching an interview, and he was basically saying how he was accusing Kevin Hart of being the gatekeeper and basically opening the gate for Tiffany Haddish, and basically that other female comedians, other women comedians have done a better job or funnier than Tiffany Haddish. And it's like, alright, bro, alright, cool, but I don't think that Tiffany Haddish deserved that straight, bro. Tiffany Haddish is funny as hell to me. I enjoy her stand-up. I enjoy her movies that she in, especially, so she ain't really deserve that. You know what I'm saying?
No one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy show. There being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
Yo, he accusing him of being a plant, though? Katt, bro, come on. Katt, bro, don't do this, man. You accusing Kevin Hart of being an industry plant? I've never heard of that. That's a hot take, bro. That clip alone. Are you serious? Oh, God. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And I never could understand why Kevin Hart and Katt Williams beef so much until he made that statement. That's a crazy statement to accuse somebody of being an industry plant. When you do that, you basically dismiss all their accolades. You know what I'm saying? Their whole history as a comedian when you say that they're an industry plant, that they were just placed here to fill a role, to dominate. That's crazy.
Or sense that person.
That's
What do you
crazy,
think
bro.
a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again?
Hey, that's a fact though, bro. Liars gonna keep lying till they get called out. That's a fact though. That's a fact. And I remember as a kid just lying my ass off until my mom got that belt. You know what I'm saying? When that belt came out, that's when the truth came. But if it wasn't for the belt, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for her taking my games and put me on punishment, I would have continued to lie. So I can see where Katt coming from. Liars don't lie until they get told that this is a lie. They're lying in the first place because they don't want to tell the truth. Something wrong with the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I see what he's saying there.
These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years?
Oh, no, not Gary Owen, bro. How y'all feel about the Illuminati and selling your soul and all that? Let me know in the comment section. Because I don't know how fond I am of that thought. I don't know if I really believe in an Illuminati. Because there's so many different discrepancies when you think about the Illuminati, bro. There are no white people in the Illuminati. The Illuminati consists of all black people, seems like. T-Pain brought up the same fact, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, bro, that's some truth to that. But when you think about the concept of an Illuminati and just a board of super wealthy people, it's not that hard to think. It's not something that you couldn't think about. It's not something that's impossible. It's very possible. You know what I'm saying?
If what I say ain't the case.
That's how I feel about that.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, and they don't with who they don't.
Consortium? What is what?
It's a cabal. It's a consortium.
Consortium.
They
I need to
rock
look
with
that
who
up.
they
Let me know
rock
what
with,
that
and they
means.
don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
All right, Katt. What's that? Boy. Yo, okay, Katt talking this shit, man. But I mean, he is right though. Just because you got all the resources don't mean you got it. You know what I'm saying? You can have every resource in the world. It's just like when you was playing football back in the day. All the shitty players had all the good material. They had all the good cleats. They had all the good gloves. But when it's time to hit that field, it don't really matter who got the good stuff on. Whatever you can do is inside. It's not what's on you. You know what I'm saying? I learned that a long time
Assets
ago.
and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
Nah. Nah, that's. I ain't see this little clip. That's crazy. Is what he's saying true? Is Harvey Weinstein even still alive? I know he's a producer or a director, one of the two. He makes movies, bro. Is he dead? Yo. Oh, he in jail. For real. But bro, what? Yo, what?
No, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
Nah.
What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there.
I told him no. What y'all do?
Bro, I know Shannon Sharp is the smartest interviewer because you can tell. In this whole interview, this man probably said a total of 10 words. When you let somebody like Katt Williams come on your platform, you let them talk. You let them run their mouth. They gonna say some crazy stuff that's gonna have you viral. I wonder how much money he done made off this interview alone. Cause it's a 2-hour video and they chopped this junk up into 25 different sections, feel like. And Katt Williams talking about some real stuff, so you know he getting a nice bag off this. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come to my show. I'm gonna make a podcast in the back, Katt Williams. Let's see how it goes.
And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And
Damn! Hey, bro. I bet that was, bro. I remember watching the Steve Harvey show, seeing him with that perfect fro, and was thinking like, what are you doing to keep your afro that perfect? It's like impossible. If you ever seen Steve Harvey's afro when he was on the show, when he had the Steve Harvey show, you know what he's talking about, bro. Perfect afro. For the man to say that he was actually bald is crazy. And for it to be true is another fact. It's like, all right.
And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
This is the perfect product for me.
Makes me feel so good.
I sleep better. My mood, my energy.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be that dude right now. I really don't find a lot of these comedians funny, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm not just saying this because this is Katt Williams' interview, but some of the comedians that actually made me laugh out loud: Katt Williams, Ari Spears, who else? D.L. Hughley, and Dave Chappelle. Those are like, and you know, Kevin Hart, of course, a little bit. Those are really the top dudes for me, bro. A lot of comedians that people say are super hilarious, I don't see it. I don't know. I might just be a weird person. My humor might be different, but
Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing.
We're
gonna circle back and we get some.
I want to protect him.
That's kind of crazy. But I feel what he's saying, bro. I feel what he's saying. I feel like a lot of people or a lot of comedians, or what I'm taking from what Katt Williams is saying is that a lot of comedians are taking a shortcut. They're doing like these get-rich-quick schemes, whereas Katt Williams is more of an old-school comedian, man, meaning he gonna go on tour. He got Phase Out of Love. He always talking crap about somebody, but ain't going on no tour. But how do you really consider yourself a comedian when you don't go on tour? That's like you considering yourself a basketball player, but you don't play regular season games. You only play pickup games. You're a professional basketball player that's in the NBA, but you don't play regular season games. You're only playing pickup games on the blacktop with the little dudes.
Real quick, because you had said for the
But you in the NBA though.
It was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No, I didn't. No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay.
So you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong,
let's go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right, so he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already...
So the situation at hand is about Cedric the Entertainer taking someone's joke. It's probably about Katt Williams' joke when he makes the intro about... No, it's not an intro. It's a little joke about how you're in the car and you play a song and... They're going to talk about it. They're going to break it down.
He done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes. But then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy.
I think it's just so crazy how a lot of comedians run into this. People stealing jokes, man. And it's so sad because you can't really patent a joke. You can't copyright a joke. Well, you might be able to, actually. I don't know if you can or cannot. But just the principle around stealing somebody's work and plagiarizing it like that is so crazy to me, man. It's super disrespectful. And then it's another thing for them to steal the joke and then admit to doing it. But it's something else when you get accused of stealing someone's joke. You know you stole the joke. It's obvious that you stole the joke, but you still act like you didn't do it. That's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy to me.
And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass. for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do as I stand before you, Shannon. I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There
This man's a fool, bro. What?
I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that pouch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help.
I think the best thing about being a comedian is that you're an individual and you really don't need anyone else in the industry. Unless it gets to like acting, and then a lot of different components get added into it. But comedy specific, it's really on you. It's like boxing, you know what I'm saying? If you get knocked down, that's because of you. You ain't swing that hook right. And in comedy, if you losing, that means your jokes ain't hitting. Katt Williams has always been a fire ass comedian. I don't remember watching a special of him not making me bust out in laughs, bro. I mean, he just got it.
Me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times.
That's crazy.
4
I've
times.
seen this.
Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about.
That's crazy.
Because P. Diddy be wanting to body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
Hey, P. Diddy be wildin', bro. I don't know what Diddy be up to. That man's, I be hearing so much about, bro. It's crazy.
I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Katt, I need to know. You here? Get your number.
Thank you.
He poured a heavy ass shot.
Because early on you was accusing me of being.
What?
Katt, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because
You
I'm
had to pour
famous,
some water up.
God. Like, when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy
Dang.
Now, come on, man.
That's crazy.
So, you're not supposed to look at anything that you
crazy.
don't want.
Not me personally, just because God has given me literally everything I ever even pump faked like I want. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, is I don't have a type of woman. Every woman that I ever had as a type, I ended up getting her. Now she's not the type anymore. Now I understand that every woman is a one of one.
Yo, that's
you can't
crazy.
really have types.
Hey, two buddies, it is game time. Out of these 2 thumbnails, one of them scored 40% more clicks than the other.
The one comedian that we've been sitting here doing this interview
That's a different video, bro. Look, I'm gonna end it right here, man. It's been 28 minutes, bro. That's crazy. This man, Katt Williams, spoke a lot of truth here. You know what I'm saying? He really got his point across. And you know, Shannon Sharp, let him do his thing. I appreciate that. But if y'all want me to dissect more of these clips, let me know in the comment section. Let me know by liking the video, commenting, subscribing to your boy, man. Hope y'all have the great rest of your day, bro. Make sure to lay yourself and nobody will, y'all. Peace and chicken grease.